What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Third Eye Cyphs. Do you guys get tired of me saying that? I know I do. No, I'm joking. I mean, if I got tired of myself saying that, then I'd probably stop saying it. How are you? How are you doing? Today, okay, so we got a few things going on. First of all, one, I am in the middle of working, because I woke up. Okay, so I set my alarm at like, what was it, like, no, it wasn't, I think it was like 5:55. I have like a bunch of alarms in the morning just to kind of like ease me into waking up, so it's not like I just like wake up once and then I'm like super like trying to wake up. It's just kind of like alarms keep going off, so I can't even fall back to sleep with the other alarm because I'm already awake from the other ones. So I woke up early, and then I just kept like waiting for the next alarm because I knew I had to work at 8. This is all online, guys. I don't have to do too much right now. So I was just like, oh, I'll just wait until 7:30 or whatever. And then 7:30 came, and then I'm getting ready to, start working, and I'm like, oh shit, I forgot about the podcast. And then I forgot about the, like, you guys and the podcast. It's just like, I've been doing so much stuff with work that like it's just on my mind, like, okay, this is the next thing I have to do, but it's all work related. So anyways, but it's not gonna take too much. But if you hear like bits of me being silent and the music, put some background music here for you guys, then I'm just kind of like sending an email real quick or whatever. But it doesn't take too much mental focus, so it's not like I'm gonna be absent. Anyways, the reason why I never put music before, like in some episodes, like earlier episodes, you'll hear me put music, but it was mainly because I used to edit my audio a lot. I wouldn't do it a lot, like do a lot of edits on it, but it was just like if I lost my train of thought, I would pause the recording and then go back, listen to it to hear what I was talking about so that I could continue the thought. Or if somebody like came in or my phone rang or something, then I had to pause it and then keep going from there. But I most of the time I do free flow, so like what the hell, I might as well put music, right? So we got some East Forest in the back. I'll probably always play East Forest just because it's very relaxing and instrumental for the most part. So yeah, guys, I did a card spread for you guys, and this is a pretty crazy card spread. Okay, I pulled 3 cards, and I'll tell you a little bit background on why this is so crazy. But I'm trying to think about, I was gonna say something else. I might just say it along with the episode. So anyways, before we get into anything, how are you guys? Are you checking in with yourselves? Are you drinking enough water? I know it's gonna be super hot here in California. We're getting another heat wave, well, at least here in Southern California. And yeah, I hope you guys are staying hydrated. Definitely stay hydrated. I know I need to stay hydrated. I got some water here. Are you guys eating healthy? Are you taking care of your energy? Guys, this is a very high energy time. This is what I wanted to say. Okay, we're in some deep shit right now. Not to curse, but like there's some stuff going on, and I don't know, like, okay, so I told you guys about this dream I had that we're entering into the shift, right? And ever since then, I've been seeing it, I've been feeling it, I've been seeing other people see it and feel it. So that's how I know it's there, because other people are confirming it, like, yeah, something is happening. And, I thought it was just me that, like, felt it or saw it. And I always feel like this, but then when other people confirm, I'm like, oh shit, like, wow, okay. But I have been feeling very intuitive lately. I've been feeling indirect connection with source, and everything lately. I feel like everything I do is being watched. I feel like, not in a bad way, but I just feel like, I just feel very more connected. So I've been getting all these messages and signs and all these synchronicities, and I'm very much being told to share them. So, how are you guys doing with this? Are you feeling anything? I know I've gotten some comments. I just did. If you guys want to check out my Instagram's Natalia of Earth. I'll probably be changing it to World of Natalia soon. But somebody has that freaking that name. So please report them. Say it's spam. Just spam it. Report and say it's spam. But don't block them. Just say it's spam. And but it might be like World of Natalia with an underscore that I'll do for now until they clean out like unused accounts. Anyways, where I was going with that, I did a video on YouTube. Oh my god, I did do a video on YouTube, but I did a video on my Instagram. Oh my gosh, the IGTV, and it was a September card reading. So it was a card to focus on for the month. And that was my first IGTV, and I did it because I felt propelled to do it, just because the energy has been high, and I know that these messages are very significant, and I think it's very much time right now to come into focus, to come into alignment, and to harness our energy or our dreams or our potentials, just to prepare ourselves for what's to come. So I did that, and then I also did a YouTube video not about that, but it's a very good video. I live streamed it on my older laptop, so that's why the quality's crap. And then I also live streamed it on my wrong YouTube account. So I had like an original YouTube account with like a lot of subscribers that I wanted to have as my YouTube channel, but I couldn't change the name of it, or I couldn't do something like that, and I had to create a whole new YouTube account. So I didn't realize that I was live streaming on the wrong account until I finished the live stream. So then I had to download it from that YouTube and then upload it onto the World of Natalia YouTube. So there's YouTube on that. It's called Spiritual Rants #1. I want you guys to check out that video. I'll probably put the link in the description of this podcast episode. So on whatever platform it is that you're listening to this, in the description there'll be a link to the YouTube video. But anyways, it was a pretty good video. It was just kind of like a free flow thought process. And I want to know what you guys think about it. So feel free to comment on it, or to DM me after you watch it, or just to let me know what you think or what your thoughts are on the topic. Okay, so anyways, I tried pulling a card for you guys for the week. And I ended up pulling 3 cards because it was just like, it was very odd. Not very odd, but very directed towards, I guess, specific people. That's kind of the intention feeling that I got. So whoever needs to hear this will hear it. And yeah, it's very interesting. So without further ado, let's begin. Oh, sorry. Okay. So, you know what I like? Oh, first, sorry. If you guys know who Dakota of Earth is, this is where I got my name. He's a YouTuber, and he's awesome. He does a podcast called A Place for Humans. And what did he do the other day that I thought it was awesome? Oh, it was the ad. Okay, so I always do Let's Begin, so I know where to place the ad, so it's easier for me to like not have to search through the entire podcast to find a good stopping point to place the ad in the middle. But he was like, but first, a word from our friends at whatever he said, Bigo TV or something, and it just skips to like the ad, but I thought it was really awesome. So like, but first, a word from our friends of Anchor. Anyways, so the first card I pulled for you guys, I don't know why I found this spread very odd, but it was very odd. So the first card I pulled was the Door to Value card, but it was in reverse. So I was like, like, what, Door to Value, why are you closing? Like, what's happening right now? But so what this represents is that there's either a partial or potentially completion of a closing of a door. So this card, you see a door that's kind of like cracked open. It could be either opening or closing depending on if it's reversed or not. And then there's like dollar bills and coins, and then on the door is like a giant like coin. So this is kind of like the door to value, and that's what it says. What the heck, door to value? So this represents opportunities, money, new careers, life paths, kind of things that bring prosperity and abundance. But since you got it in reverse, it means that there's a completion or a closing of a door, or that, you know, like a new career or opportunity that might have brought money, didn't end up working, or it's delayed. So what this means is to don't worry. Don't worry, first of all. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. So don't put everything you have into this one thing, because then if that thing doesn't work out, then you feel like you have nothing. Oh my gosh, you put so much time and energy into this, whatever. Don't put all of your everything into one thing. Leave some out for yourself. Leave some out for other things, for your hobbies, for other interests. And that's what it says. Diversify your interests and your efforts. Let your intuition guide you and open your heart and mind. So this month, and right now especially, not even this month, I've been feeling a lot of intuition. I've been hearing a lot, even in the monthly card spread that I did. It says, let your intuition guide you. Be in tune with your intuition. Your intuition is very much a trending thing this month, or right now especially. Intuition comes up a lot, so let yourself be your guide. Let your intuition guide you. Open your heart and mind. I'm seeing a lot of be open-minded, be open-hearted. Do not close yourself off to other opportunities. Let yourself be open to all that flows into your life, because everything can be a blessing in disguise. Like, it can lead you to other pathways. The universe works very oddly. It's not gonna clearly show you all the time that this is the way to this. Like, if you want to become a millionaire and an opportunity comes up to work at McDonald's, for example, it's not gonna be like, oh my god, I'm gonna become a millionaire working through McDonald's. It's not always through that you will see that the outcome, I guess you can say. So like, maybe you decided to work at McDonald's and then a millionaire comes into McDonald's. I don't know why he would do that, but he did. And he's like, hey, you need a job, or like, he likes your personality. Like, you never know. Anything can be a path into, you know, the goal that you're trying to get to. So be open-hearted and be open-minded. Be flexible. Be fluid with your actions and your decisions. So the affirmation for this card, and that's what that was. I think this card mostly represents to be open. Something may not have worked out right now for you, and this could be somebody specific. Maybe something didn't work out. Maybe you didn't get a new job. Maybe you know, an opportunity didn't come, or that you expected, or, you know, money that you were expecting to come in didn't come in. Do not be disheartened, okay? Be open and see that other opportunities are always available to you. You just have to be flexible, and you have to be open, and let your intuition guide you. So the affirmation is, my life is opening to endless possibilities of prosperity. My life is opening to endless possibilities of prosperity. The river of abundance flows freely through my door, bringing me unlimited wealth. The river of opportunity. Oh, I'm sorry. The river of abundance. Oh my gosh. The river of abundance. Well, opportunity too. The river of abundance flows freely through my door, bringing me unlimited wealth. Now, the third card you received is the third chakra. Archangel, I don't know if it's Chamuel or Chamul. I think I said this. I remember talking to you guys about this last time. Like, is it Chamuel? I feel like it's spelled like Samuel, but like with a CH instead. Maybe it is Samuel, and like pronounced in a different language. I don't know. Or Chamuel, I don't know. But you got this in reverse too, guys. That's why I was like, what the heck? This is why I pulled 3 cards. So it's like, come on, you gotta give me something here. So the third chakra, the third chakra, this is your solar plexus chakra. This is a chakra of desire. This is where your life force energy is held. Now, I see the connection between all of these guys. Once I describe this card, I'm going to show you the connection. So this means that there might be a low ebb in your energy, or kind of a lack of purpose. You may be feeling fragmented, or having, you know, scattered focus, not really knowing what you're doing, not really knowing what you're supposed to do, right? You feel very lost, kind of, not really sure of anything. What this card is telling you is to become centered, be focused, become single-minded, be still. Gather up your life force energy. Bring enthusiasm into your life and into your goals. So, because you're feeling, and this could be somebody specific, it may not be you specifically, because you're feeling scattered or lost, you're not really building that life force energy. So this life force energy is built by doing the things you love, coming into that space of wholeheartedness, of love, of completion, having that enthusiasm of your life in your life. So the connection that I'm seeing is that, okay, you're becoming, you may be upset about whatever's not coming to you, or things aren't working out the way that is happening. So you may feel lost, like, okay, maybe this isn't my purpose, maybe I'm not doing the right thing, maybe I'm not on the right path, or things like that. But this third card I'm really seeing as we don't have enough life force energy. And I'm seeing now specifically as a high energy time right now on Earth, or that I'm feeling, is that we need to be building our energy. And that's what I've been doing. I've been feeling the call to build my energy. So I've been doing a lot of key practices. If you guys want to know how to build your energy, I would highly suggest looking up how to build prana, how to build ki, or how to build chi, or how to build life force energy. So this could be done by doing Tai Chi or Qigong, or doing meditative practices, or just playing with your Ki or Chi, or practicing Reiki. Doing anything that has to do a lot with moving your energy. Yoga unblocks energy blockages in your pathways. Stretch. Do a lot of things that will build your energy. Build your energy with your hands. I don't know if you've heard of energy balls or whatever. Just build your energy in your hands. You could look up how to build an energy ball with your hands, I think. I don't know. I've never looked that up, but I'm sure you can find it that way. But yes, do energy practices. Eat high energy foods. Drink high energy water. Get rid of that fluoride, guys. We need high energy in our lives right now. And I'm seeing this as we don't have enough energy to be moving into this next step, to be moving into this fifth dimension kind of thing. And then also bring enthusiasm into your life and goals. Everything is a blessing, guys. Your life is a blessing. We are surrounded by God, by spirituality, by ancient wisdom, by miracles, by inspiration, by art, by love, by nature. And this is constantly in your life. It is your decision if you choose to realize that or not. So if you can't realize the many blessings that are already in your life that you may not feel like it, then more aren't going to come to you. You're not going to be able to see the blessings that are already in your life in order to receive more, or to even appreciate your blessings. You might be like, oh, I'm not blessed, or like, I don't get anything, but you are getting stuff. You're just not realizing it. So you feel like, the universe isn't in your favor, or you don't get the things that you deserve, or you don't want to, but it's because you're not realizing what is already there, the blessings that are already in front of your face and that will always be there. It's literally the blessing of God, of being alive, of this universe, of everything just being here. Everything just being here is insane. This entire reality is insane. And it's so easy to get caught up in Maya, to get caught up in this reality where you don't, like, you just got caught, oh, I have to go to work, oh, I have to feed the kids, blah, like, all of this is all 3D stuff, guys. We need to remember often that this reality is insane. None of this should even be here. We shouldn't even be able to do all of this stuff, but we can. It is possible for all of this to happen. It is possible for us to have all these thought processes. So that in itself is a blessing. It's insane. It's incomprehensible. It is God. So when we realize this on a daily basis, You can bring that enthusiasm into your life. You can see the blessings that you're surrounded by, and you can gather up that excitement, that life force energy within you, so that you can come into alignment into this third chakra, into your feelings of desire and your life force energy, building that confidence within you. So for the affirmation for this card, Haku wants to walk all over my laptops right now. Hi. So the affirmation for this card is, my third chakra is open to its perfect healthy state. My third chakra is open to its perfect healthy state. I radiate a bright and vibrant life force energy. I radiate a bright and vibrant life force energy. I feel excitement for all that I do. I feel excitement for all that I do. My third chakra is open to its perfect healthy state. I radiate a bright and vibrant life force energy. I feel excitement for all that I do. Now, the third card that I pulled, now this is when it gets kind of crazy. Well, for me personally, the card that we pulled is the contract card, and on the front is a girl holding a scale. Like the scale that's like, if one's on one end, it's too heavy. Like the Libra kind of scale. And she's holding it, and then you see the two scales. And then behind her is a giant contract. She has her eyes blindfolded. She's holding the scale of equality. She's blindfolded, and behind her is a giant contract, and it says contract. So this card upright. Now, okay, first of all, before I get into this is pretty crazy for me, and my heart kind of stopped when I pulled this card. And the reason why is because while I was walking to work yesterday, this is gonna be crazy. I was walking to work yesterday, and I'm walking on the sidewalk. It's a very narrow sidewalk. I start coming up to this thing on the floor, right? And I'm walking up, and I stop right in front of it. It's right in front of my feet because I'm walking up to it. It's on the floor. And it's the Justice card. It is a tarot card. That is the Justice card, with the guy holding the scale of equality and the sword in the other hand. And it's the Justice card, number 11 in tarot. If you look up tarot Justice card, number 11, it is the equality scale. Somebody holding the equality scale. And I thought it was crazy because it's obviously a message from the universe to me personally, because it's literally like, it's a sign. It's a freaking synchronicity. It's not random, okay? It's not a coincidence I ran into a tarot card that was upright in front of me, like in front of my feet. Like, it's not. Wait. Sorry to spray Haku. She's doing bad stuff. So I thought it was crazy, and it was I was on the phone with my mom when it happened, and she was freaking out because she's very much into, universal messages and stuff like that. So she was like, what the heck? And I told my aunt, who reads tarot cards, and it was very odd. It was just a very odd and auspicious moment for me yesterday. So I thought it was crazy that I pulled almost exactly the same card today for you guys. So this is something that's very prominent in my life right now. I don't know if it means for everybody, like this is an energy that is very most dominant in general for everyone right now, or it's something that's going to be coming up for me. But in this deck, and these the energy oracle cards that I'm pulling now, this card usually represents a partnership or a legal commitment, and you got this card upright, guys. So this usually means that a committed connection is happening right now. This could be either a new business deal, you could be getting a new job, maybe you're buying a home, or maybe you're selling your home. Maybe you got into a new relationship, or you're just getting married. This usually is more than a casual agreement. Usually that involves documents that bind, so a contract. Now, this could be all different for everybody. Or it could be a legal action is underway. Maybe you're in the middle of a legal action. Well, for that instance, that means that it's likely to turn out in your favor. Whatever's happening legally, maybe you're in a certain dispute legally, or a contract, or anything like that. Whatever it is, it's going to turn out in your favor. This is shedding light on new potential opportunities to become aware of, or to be receptive of what may come. So we're seeing a trend here. We're seeing that opportunities will be coming, but we have to be open. We have to remain aware and receptive, and be open-minded, be open-hearted, and be receptive. And we're seeing that through the door value. Maybe this opportunity didn't come in the past. So this is a 3-card spread. We have the past, the present, and the future. And I wasn't going to see it as that before, but after I draw the cards and I saw the reading, I realized that this is kind of a past, present, future. So we have in the past, this opportunity didn't work out. Maybe you didn't get a new job. Maybe whatever it is that was going to bring you money or fortune or abundance or prosperity didn't work out, or it is delayed. Now we have this contract card that is telling us that we need to be open, because whatever it is going to end up in our favor. So also, the Justice card that I pulled yesterday, this can tie into this reading too. The Justice card in tarot represents the equality of things, the balancing out of things. Whatever you have been putting out is going to be balanced by the outward nature of the universe, the universal force. So if you've been doing a lot, like for example, a lot of bad things, and maybe you've done some things that you regret, it's gonna come back to you. The universe is projecting whatever energy you've been putting out back onto you. So if you have been putting your energy into your goals, into your art, into your dreams, you're gonna be receiving the benefits from it. So this card, as the contract card, she's holding the scale, and it doesn't seem too even, but I'm sure it represents, being even. But you never know. And she's blindfolded while holding the scale. So this can mean that, maybe she's not seeing that, she can't see the outcome of it. She doesn't know if it's equal or not. She can't see this contract behind her that she's now being binded to, right? So you can't see the outcome, but it looks like it's evening out. So I don't know. I thought this was a very weird card spread. I don't know why. It's not weird. It's not bad. It's just very odd because, we have, these opportunities aren't working out. We have this low ebb in our energy. And then we have this contract card of, something's going to turn out in our favor. But, justice needs to be served. There needs to be inequality. There's a balancing going on. So I don't know. This is very odd. If this resonates with you, let me know. Write to me, guys. Come on. I need you guys to write to me. I need some social interaction. It gets a little boring here in sunny California. No, I'm joking. Well, it depends. But anyways, I thought this was a very weird card spread, especially since I pulled that, Justice card with the scale yesterday, and then I pulled another card with the Justice scale today. I don't know. I thought it was very odd. And okay, I just started the meeting for my job. And yeah, I don't know. Come back to me on that, guys. So the affirmation for this card, your last card, is I am attracting wonderful, beneficial connections. I am attracting wonderful, beneficial connections that support and honor me. That support and honor me, and bring me great happiness and abundance. And bring me great happiness and abundance. I'm attracting wonderful, beneficial connections that support and honor me, and bring me great happiness and abundance. I don't know, guys. I thought that card spread was really weird. But whoever needed to hear that needed to hear that. Now, with everything that's going on, I just, not even with everything that's been going on, I've just been wanting to do this episode, and I know I talk a lot of shit about it. I said shit twice in this episode. I guess it's gonna be an explicit episode. I want to talk a little about chakras with you guys. Now, if this is your first episode, hello, welcome. First of all, I'm Natalia. This is a podcast for spiritual growth, self-help, esoteric knowledge, and conspiracy theories maybe in the future, or just, I don't we talk about conspiracy. I'm very much of a, I'm not very much of a conspiracy theorist, but I'm very much of somebody who doesn't believe in everything or the reality that they tell us it is. So anyways, I mention a lot in my episodes. If you guys listen frequently, you hear every time I mention chakras, or if I say chakras, I like laugh about it, or I'll be like, oh, like whatever, like I'm such a whatever with chakras. Like I always kind of like brush it off as a joke. Or there's always just like, I always, snark about chakras. So I'd like to explain why, first of all, and kind of tell you about chakras, I guess you could say. So first off, if you don't know what chakras are very much they are said to be energy centers in your body. Now, in mainstream spirituality, or in mainstream new age spirituality, it is very much a trending topic, and this is why I laugh about it, guys, because as someone who, not so much a conspiracy theorist, but doesn't believe everything she's told, I feel like things that are pushed way too much in the media, or pushed way too much in sales, or in retail, or just trending kind of stuff, I always disregard it, because, most of the time it's not real, okay? Like, most of the time it's just over talked about, like, it's pushed way too much. So I kept wondering why in the beginning, like a couple of years ago, why chakras are such a popular thing. Like, why are they trying to make it such a big thing? Like, do they actually exist? And that was kind of my conspiracy theory of chakras actually existed, because it was talked about too much. People who don't even know too much about spirituality, or know too much, like, oh yeah, I gotta align my chakras, all this surface level spirituality stuff. I did an episode on surface level spirituality, if you guys want to look into it. I probably mentioned chakras in that episode. But, a lot of people who claim, like, oh, I'm spiritual, blah, blah, yeah, your chakras for this, your chakras for that, but then they really don't know anything else. So this is kind of what I see as surface level spirituality, or kind of just mainstream things. So I never really gravitated towards chakras like that, just because it was too big of a thing. It kind of turned me off. So I didn't really see them as real. Now, there's a person I know named Ryan James Cropper. He is a YouTuber. I think he's under Ryan JC Cropper, Ryan Cropper on YouTube. And I've been watching him for years now, guys, and he is great. He's been astral projecting since he was like a young age. Now, he must have done great in his past life, according to Hindu philosophy or Buddhist philosophy of reincarnation. Because he is very high on the spiritual path in this lifetime, so he must have done pretty good in the last life. And he can do a lot of stuff. He has a lot of these cities, guys. Vice did, I don't know if they did like a movie or a documentary. Vice did a documentary on, I think, mediums or psychics, and he actually featured on it. One of their Vice people came out to him, and he had to guess what they were thinking, because, he has these kind of abilities and powers. So anyways, I've been watching him for years, and he did an episode about chakras that he said, like, he was also kind of disregarding chakras. And I agreed with him at this time, because I was like, what the heck? He feels exactly the same way I feel. Like, he's never seen chakras. He's never had any chakra experiences, or like, he's like, I've never seen them with my eyes. I can't say that they are these colors. I can't say they actually exist. Like, who's to say that they actually exist? Have you actually physically seen them? Have you felt them? Have you, like, and even if you have felt them. So this is the thing, right? So he kind of said it, like, you're kind of creating the chakras. And then he kind of years later, and after he did that episode, okay, but this is just like, okay, after he did that episode kind of disregarding chakras, I had a chakra experience. Now, I don't know if I turned it into, and I kind of asked him about this, but I don't think he regarded that question, because I asked him over a live. to kind of further explain this. And that's why the reason why I'm finally doing this chakra episode is because I got a further explanation from him of what he thinks about chakras, and to kind of confirm how I feel about chakras. So anyways, after he did that whole video, this was an old like video that he did years ago, I had an experience that I talked about in here. I think it was an intro to meditation episode. It's like intro to meditation, or how to meditate for beginners. That's what the episode's called that I did on this podcast. And I talk about this experience of a type of meditation that I did from a book, that I ended up having a very intense spiritual experience. Physically, I felt it in my body. My body was twitching. If you guys want to hear the story, it is that episode. It's called How to Meditate, or Intro to Meditation. I think it's in season 2, but it could be towards the end of season 1, but I'm pretty sure it's in the beginning of season 2, but it could be the end of season 1. But anyways, I had this experience which kind of confused me, because I wasn't sure, like, I thought chakras weren't real. Now I had this experience, but did I turn it into a chakra experience? Because like once I started feeling the experience, I was like, oh, these are my chakras. I'm feeling it in my chakras. So then I kind of turned it into a chakra experience. So I didn't really let it happen naturally. I kind of turned it into a chakra experience. So I don't know if it actually was a chakra experience, or if it was a kundalini experience. So now I feel like a kundalini experience actually does have to do with chakras. You know, kundalini can't flow if the chakras aren't open. So maybe that's what was happening. My chakras were opening, and then kundalini was flowing upward. But if you want to hear about it, it was a crazy intense experience, and this happened back in 2016 or early 2017. But I'm pretty sure it was the end of 2016 and that this happened. This was a few years ago, 4 years ago. Wow. And I haven't had an experience like that since, which is pretty intense. It's very interesting to think about. I kind of question, like, where am I in my practice that, something like that happened to me 4 years ago, but I feel like I've learned more and I've studied more and I kind of know more, or maybe not. And I haven't had any physical spiritual experiences like that. So anyways, then I think maybe it was last year he did a video kind of because then, okay, after he made videos of that, he would mention chakras as if they existed, and it kind of confused me, because it was like, wait, you just said chakras didn't exist, now you're talking about chakras like they exist. And then other people that watch him too were like, what the fuck, but I thought chakras didn't exist. So a year ago, I think, or maybe about 2 years ago, he did a video kind of re-saying what he said. He was like, and he reinstated, because he said this in the beginning episode, but a lot of people misunderstood it, including me. So this is the clarification of chakras. So for further background information, I don't know if I talked about this before. I think I mentioned it briefly in an episode. I can't remember what. But what was it? Hold on, just stretch. Sorry. Woo. Where was I going with that? Okay. Sorry. So yes, there is multiple dimensions. We know this, right? A dimension that we can actually access, that have been accessed by many people via astral projection, is the astral realm, the astral zone. This is, I believe, the ethereal realm. Let me confirm that. Those two might be two different dimensions. Is the astral plane the same as the ethereal plane? What's the difference between the astral plane and the ethereal plane? What website? Oh, this is like in a game. Why are there two different planes that are the same and all the same name? In the 5th edition, okay, this is a game. What the heck? They did a game on this. Hi, Haku. You smell good. What the heck? She smells good. She smells like I, washed her. I didn't wash her, but she smells like I did. What is this? Dungeons and Dragons? I think this is Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know. Astral realm. Ethereal realm. let me look up images. I've seen an image that kind of shows the layers. Okay, this is one. Okay, no, the etheric plane is a different plane than the astral plane. So there's the physical plane, and then the next one is the astral plane. Now, this is the 4th dimension, guys. This is the spirit world, the dream world. This is where we go when we dream, guys. This is the fantasy world, ghost world. This is where ghosts roam, the afterlife, the subtle material, residency of ghosts, and many extraterrestrials. Now, the etheric plane is the 5th dimension. This is heaven, the spiritual world, residency of ascended masters, Ashtar command, and other light beings. So the etheric plane is a higher plane than the astral plane. And now the cosmic plane is between the 6th and the 11th dimension. This is where the realm of demigods, archangels, cosmic beings, other related planes not illustrated. Monad and soul plane. Individuality is created. Hold on, I'm gonna change this one. Here you go, human experience is nice. Oh, okay, and then there's the mental plane, abstract world of ideas. Okay, and we've kind of talked about that too. I'm not too sure in which episode. You can see a picture that shows the different bodies that we have on one of my Instagram slides, like with different slides on it, advertising one of the episodes. In that episode, I talk about that. So, and then our higher self is on the eternal plane, is that what that says? AKA the 12th dimension, the ultimate and absolute truth. That is our higher self. That is God, AKA angel self. I am presence, Paramatma, super soul, oversoul, eternal self, divine presence, eternal divine. Okay, so okay, so where I was going with that was the next plane over from the physical plane is the astral plane. This is the 4th dimension. This is easily accessible for us. Now, in the astral plane, this is also this is also the realm of thought forms. So since this is the 4th dimension, right? And I thought about this while I was walking one time, and then I was gonna record myself to talk about this, and then I forgot what I was thinking about, so I couldn't even record a video on it anymore. But things happen way faster in there. If you think something, it will happen in the astral realm, because this is the 4th dimension, the dimension of time. You are on a higher frequency where time isn't very relevant, so things manifest like that very quickly, right? So in the physical plane, the energy is denser. Our thoughts kind of have to take a longer time to manifest. So that's why we don't create things as well. Like, it's not like, I want a drink, and then a drink appears, But the higher the frequency you are on, and the closer you are to the 4th dimension, that the lower the waves are for the thought forms to pass through, the faster things manifest, right? So this is why if you raise your vibration, things manifest more quickly. So say you are in the astral realm, this is the realm of thought form. If you think something, it will come into existence, right? This is where all your thoughts stay. Now, where was I going with that? Why did I start talking about that? We were talking about chakras. Okay, so chakras, right? If you already have a preconceived idea of what chakras are, then you are creating thought forms. Hold on, sorry, I'm doing something for work right now. Our teacher isn't here yet, so... But she got the email, so... Interessante. Well, by having these preconceived ideas of what chakras are, like, oh, the root chakra, it's red, right? It's the spinning disc that's red, and then what chakras are, like, oh, the root chakra, it's red, right? It's the spinning disc that's red, and it represents grounding, survival, all of this, right? You're creating that as an idea within you, all of these chakras are all of these different colors, and as you're doing that, you're putting these thought forms within yourself. So even if you feel it, like, oh, I feel my root chakra opening, all you're doing is putting focus on that energy point. So, okay, if you know where the chakras lay, Haku's playing with her little ball thing, so that's why it's a little like, shh. But, anyways, let me, hold on, lower, because the teacher's about to join the class. Let me spotlight her.
Hey, good morning. How are you guys?
She's cute. Okay.
For you before we begin. Since you are my little regulars that are here in this moment, are you guys wanting to focus Monday morning? Or are you guys doing?
Oh, she's asking for a new schedule. Okay, interesting. So, anyways, so since you are creating these thought forms, you are not letting the chakras actually manifest to their fullest ability, because you're too busy putting your thought form on top of like what it's actually supposed to be doing. So this is why, so also when I had that chakra experience, it could have been possible that, you know, I turned it into a chakra experience. Okay. So okay. Sorry, I just want to make sure everything goes good with the meeting. But anyways, so I could have possibly turned it into a chakra experience by automatically assuming, because, you know, the energy that started was at the base of my spine, right? And it started traveling upward as I focused the energy upward. So I was thinking, oh, like this is the energy traveling up my chakras. So then I started thinking, like envisioning the chakra, and then like it's orange and it represents this, and I was saying affirmations that had to do with that chakra. And then I moved up to the heart chakra and imagined it green, and, you know, I did all this stuff. So I don't know if I turned it into a chakra experience, or I could have just channeled the energy upward anyways, and it could have been a kundalini experience, and the chakras just opened by themselves. So the reason why chakras aren't always exactly real is because you could be creating it. So by having these already preconceived ideas of what chakras are and how they're supposed to feel and what colors they are and all of this, you're creating a thought form, which is very much energy. Thoughts are very much energy. So if you're feeling this energy within you, you are just focusing that energy. You have the ability to control your energy with your mind, with your thoughts, and this is how you can practice energy practices, because you are focusing your energy. It is your energy, and you are able to direct it. This is how telekinesis is possible. This is how pyrokinesis is possible. And so, since you have the ability to control this energy, you may be feeling like you're having a chakra experience because you are focusing energy into these energy points. Now, there are ancient studies, especially in yogic philosophy, that these chakras do exist, that there are energy centers within our body. There are 7 main ones. There's the root, the sacral, the solar plexus, the heart, the throat, the third eye, and the crown. Is that 8? Root, sacral, solar, heart, throat, third eye, crown. That's 7. There are 7 main ones. Then there's like 2 other like minor main ones, which is the thyroid chakra, which is in between the throat and the heart. And then there is also, there's another one, another little minor main one. I think it's in your hand. I don't know, but overall, I believe that there are 144 energy points, and I think like 20 of them aren't on our physical body. They're in, you know, our realm, our aura. So we have energy centers that aren't even on our physical body, but maybe floating next to us, you know, and that's an energy center. These are portals where energy can either leak out or enter, right? So this is why with a lot of ki practices, if you practice ki or where your energy is a lot, you'll get to the point where you can feel where energy is leaking out, where there are holes or energy centers where energy is leaking out and draining from you, or where energy from the outside world is entering into your body. So anyways, with that being said, we need to let the chakras, or whatever it is, these energy centers, to come into fruition on their own. We don't need to create them. So, you know, I know there's a lot of guided meditations on how to open your chakras. There's a lot of stuff that, you know, there's like videos and pictures, you know, posters you can put on your wall. I don't know, posters you can put on your wall, but there's a lot of stuff that kind of puts these, you know, ideas of the chakras in your mind. But what my suggestion is to disregard that, only because you haven't seen them. If you have seen them personally for yourself, then maybe you can say, okay, yes. But even in the thought field realm, you can be like, oh, I can see my chakras. Like, I saw my chakras in you know, the astral realm. But since the astral realm is the thought form realm, you could just be seeing the thoughts that you created. The thought you created of, this is what chakras are supposed to look like, right? So that's what you might be seeing. You might not even be seeing your actual real chakras. So what I say is to let go of that. Let go of that idea that you have, that what chakras look like, or what they're supposed to feel like, or what they're supposed to be, and actually let them come into fruition by itself. And even if you have an experience like me, don't peg it as a chakra experience at first. Maybe just see it as energy. Maybe it's kundalini. Don't peg it as anything. Don't automatically assume that it is something. Just let it happen on its own. See if you can control it, but don't try to label it, right? So I can go into this on and on about, you know, don't create labels and stuff like that. But that we'll save for another episode, because we're almost to an hour here. I also have a meeting in 2 hours. I got to do some yoga before I do anything. But that's what I really wanted to talk about mainly. That card reading was great. I kind of also just wanted to talk about that in general. Even if I didn't do the card reading, I kind of wanted to talk about the energy that's been happening lately. And then also, I wanted to talk about chakras because now is the time to come in alignment with ourselves, to come and know ourselves, to come into our spiritual practice. So before we come into our spiritual practice, I just wanted to let you know about chakras, what to avoid, what to do. So I'm sure these chakras exist because there are ancient teachings, especially in Hindu philosophy and yogic philosophy, that are years old, generations old, eons old. We may even see it in the hieroglyphics of these energy centers in our body, right? So there is probably no doubt that these exist. But who's to say that they're these certain colors? Who's to say that, you know, each represents this, you know? And, you know, maybe it's right, maybe it's true, maybe it's 100% true, but don't accept it as a fact. Don't accept it as truth. Be always open. Don't always be willing. Don't automatically assume things because of what you're told or because of what you see, right? So I just wanted to kind of clear that up for you guys and kind of talk about chakras, what they are. And yeah, if you want to look into chakras, just Google chakras. What are the different 7 chakras? You could even, maybe in whatever you read, you find out that there are 144 chakras, or maybe there's more, what each one's for. But that's kind of the mainstream, the 7 chakras. If you look up 7 chakras and you click on images, you will see the red, the orange, the yellow, the green, the indigo, the purple, and the blue. And I was like, I'm missing a color. and you'll see the main chakras that I'm talking about, this mainstream kind of idea, this thing that's going on. But this can easily be turned into thought forms, guys, and it might not actually be the chakra that you're experiencing, but the thought form that you're creating, or the energy that you're creating. So I just wanted to talk a little bit on that. I hope you guys have a... Oh my gosh, I muted it for a little bit. Was it on mute the whole time? Please don't tell me that. Hold on. Okay, no, I think I just muted it for like a second. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Thank you so much for listening. Again, this is an episode of ThirdEyeCyphs. If you want to follow me on Instagram, or feel free to DM me. Tell me what you think about this shift that's happening. Tell me what you think about chakras. Have you ever had a chakra experience? What spiritual experience have you had that you can't really explain to anybody? I would be gladly to hear it, or to kind of try to tell you what it was, or we can try to figure it out together. My Instagram is Natalia of Earth, Natalia of Earth, this planet Earth. And yeah, my YouTube, if you want to watch that video, is World of Natalia. I'll put the link to the video in the description of this podcast. And yeah, guys, I hope you have a wonderful week. Please feel free to reach out to me. Let me know what you thought about the card reading, or the September card reading. Feel free to comment on that video. Or let me know what the thoughts of the YouTube video, the spiritual rant #1. Tell me what you think about that. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for listening all the time. I appreciate you. Please continue to support me, just by listening every week, or listening to the whole thing, or even if you don't listen to the episode, mark it as played. Or you can even support me. If you guys go on Anchor, you can click support this podcast, and you can support it for as low as $1 a month, guys. $1 a month isn't gonna kill you. Support me, guys. I'm trying my best here. I'm working a lot for the yoga studio right now. I just got a promotion, new opportunities. I am now the manager of a yoga studio, which is freaking amazing. One of my life goals are completed, or are being completed, because I'm in the action of completing it. But yeah, now I'm the manager of a yoga studio, so I'm doing a lot of stuff. I'm keeping time for myself, so I have time for the podcast, so I have time for my spiritual practice, so I have time for my YouTube channel, so I have time to edit the videos, and I have time for myself and time to hang out with Justin. So bear with me, guys. Please continue to support me. I'm trying to do a lot here. Maybe one day I won't need a job and I can do this full time, right? So I love you guys so much. Thank you so much. You guys are the best. I wish you blessings and opportunities this week. I will talk to you next week. And yeah, thank you guys so much. I love you so much. Okay, peace.